Good morning, Year 1, and welcome to today's maths lesson. Today, we're going to need for your arithmetic starter, number beads, or a ruler, or anything you can count with, a whiteboard or a piece of paper to write the answers on. You might want to print off a 100 grid, and there's a link to one at the bottom of this page. And then for the main part of the lesson, when we're going to be looking at positional language again, you're going to need a grid, something like a chessboard, or a table with lots of different cells in. Alternatively, or in addition, you could download the Bebop app from either Google Play or the iPhone App Store and have a go at the challenges that are in there. So if you're ready, let's have a look at the arithmetic starter. Okay, so today it's going to be addition, and to do that well, you're going to need to use your fingers. You're going to need to use number beads or counters. You could use a ruler, or you could use a 100 square. So we're just going to have a look at how we could use each of them to solve the first question, and then I'm going to let you get on. So if you're going to use a number squares to do 5 plus 4, you'd find the 5 on the number square and count on 4. So it goes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the jumps are from 5 to 6 is 1, from 6 to 7 is 2, from 7 to 8 is 3, and from 8 to 9 is 4. So the answer is 4. If you were using number beads, you put 5 number beads on one side and then you count on another 4. So 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 is a total of, count them, 9. And if you were using a ruler, you'd start at 5. You count your first jump to 6, which would be 1. Your second jump to 7, which would be 2. Your next jump from 8, and you'd end up jumping to 9, which is the answer. Okay, and then counters, pretty easy. You just put out 5 counters and then count on another 4. Okay, so if you're ready, I'm going to pause the video now, and you grown-ups can do the same, and then you can have a go at doing these. And remember, grown-ups, you can either choose for your child to do them all in one go or one at a time. I'll go through the answers in just a bit. And remember, if you're in circles or rectangles, you start on developing. If you're in triangles or squares, you start on expected. I'm sure you're going to do amazing. In fact, I suspect your parents are going to be amazed at how quickly you can do this. Okay, so now we're ready to go through. As I've done with the first one, 5 plus 4, however you chose to do it, was 9. Now the next one, 9 plus 6, so you will probably use number beads for this. You'd count out 9 beads and then you'd add on another 6, which takes you to 15. 12 plus 8, you might actually know this. The answer is 20. And then 10 plus 10, the answer is again 20, because these are number bonds to 20, and there's something worth learning. Next column, slightly trickier now, so you're probably going to need a ruler or something similar. Number square is a good option here as well. So you start on 15 and you count on another 7. So your first jump from 15 to 16 is 1, and you keep jumping all the way to 22. And again, you can do the same with this. Start on 10, you count on 15. If you want to be really clever, you could start on 15 and count on 10, and that gives you 25. Now, it doesn't matter, does it, which way round the sum is? So this is simply 7 plus 6. 7 plus 6, you start at 7, count on 6, and end up with 13. The next one, didn't actually mention that at the beginning, but you could use your 10s and 1s, because you start off with 2 10 rods, and then you just add another 6 1s, and you'd end up with 26. Now, these next sums are saying, what do you need to add to the first number to reach 6? So you'd start on 2, and you count your jumps all the way to 8. So that would be 2, 3, 1 finger, 4, 2 fingers, 5, 3 fingers, 6, 4 fingers, 7, 5 fingers, and 8, 6 fingers. So the jump is 6. So that makes sense. So again, now this time you're jumping from 2 to 4. So you need to add on another 2. This time from 5 to 9. So there's going to be 4 jumps. And this last one looks more challenging, but actually you're just counting from 15 to 16, which is 1. And you can use that information for the next answer. because if you know that 15 plus 1 equals 16, you should know that 1 plus 15 makes 16. That's something we were learning just before we stopped in school. And then if 8 plus something equals 12, well, that's going to be jumping on 4. And then something plus 10 equals 25. Now we actually got that answer in the second column. And the answer would be 15. And then our last one was starting at 15 and counting all the way to 20. Well, you could just use your number beads, count out 15. What's left? Well, there's 20 on the bead, so it's 5. Okay, so that's the end of our arithmetic starter. And now we're going to move on to the main part of the lesson. Okay, so this is what we call a B-bot. And this is what I mean by a grid. As long as you've got something like this, and a chessboard is ideal, you can do this physically with using a toy. But the important thing is to make sure the toy's got some kind of face on, so it's clearly pointing in one direction. So that's important because in our first attempt, we're going to be moving the B-bot forward 2. So I'm just going to demonstrate that. Moving forward 2, 1, 2. Now we could use some of the other language. So if we were to turn right, the B-bot or your toy would turn like this. And then if we were to move another forward 2, 1, 2, that's where it would end up. Now you do also have the option of turning it left. So if we were to turn left and go forward 3, it would do this. Turn left. Come on, B-bot, you're being a bit reluctant here. Well done, that's left. And then forward 3, 1, 2, 3. So those are the positional language that we're going to use today. Now, year one, you won't be surprised that the robots have wanted to get on the act on this. So the first challenge they're giving you is to show your grown-up where the B-bot will be when it moves to. So grown-ups, pause the video until your child's had a chance to do that. Okay, so to move the B-bot forward 2, 1, 2, that's where it would end up. I bet you got that one absolutely fine. Okay, so the next challenge the robot's given us is to move your B-bot forward 1, turn right, and forward 2. So again, grown-ups, if you want to pause the video until your child's had a go at pointing to where that will end up, please do so. Wow, year one, that's amazing. So the B-bot is going to go forward 1, 1. It's going to turn to the right. Sorry about the appear, that's it. It's turning right. And then it's going to go forward 2, 1, 2. Did you get that? I bet you did. Now, our final challenge from the robots is actually quite complicated, but I'm absolutely certain you're still going to be able to do it. So it is turn right, forward 4, turn left, forward 2. So it's going to take you a little while, so grown-ups, pause the video again and start it when you're ready to see if your child's found the right place. Well, the robots certainly think you've got this. So let's follow the instructions. Turn right first, so that's a turn this direction. Now we need to go, all the B-bots are a bit skittish, we need to go forward 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Had it been more than 4, you would have been off the grid, and that's no good. Then we need to turn left. So we're turning left, so that's back the original way that the B-bot was facing. And then forward 2, 1, 2. And that's where the B-bot ends up. So now it's over to you, grown-ups. You can either use a toy and a grid and make up your own instructions, or get your child to make up their own instructions and solve it, or you can download the B-bot app and have a go at solving the challenges. Either way, your child is going to master forwards, turn left, and turn right. So thank you very much, and well done, year one. I can't wait to hear how well you've been doing at this, because the robots are really confident that you understand this perfectly.